Hi, and welcome to Cigna's Easton IDS. After checking in with security personnel, your tour guide would be paged by the guard on duty. I'm Annie Schultz, and today I'll be your tour guide. Our tour begins inside the security post. The guards on duty monitor all of the door accesses to the operations floor, all of the alarmed doors. And also the grounds with the help of video monitors. One guard makes a round of the building once an hour to physically check all of the locked doors. There are 2 guards on duty 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Exiting the back door of the security post leads us to the loading dock. Here the mailing operation begins and ends. Shortly you'll see the supply and roll rooms where paper for the printers is stored after being unloaded here from the vendors' delivery trucks. Take note to the trash compactor used for paper clippings from the pin feeds off of the paper stock. Once the hopper is full, a brick is created, then is picked up by a local recycling vendor. This is our supply room. Here we store most of the boxed paper and office supplies. Only the purchasing inventory personnel and the guards have access to this room. Through the back doors of the supply room is the entrance to the roll room. The roll room is a humidity-controlled supply room used to store the roll paper stock for the printing area. The next rolls to be used are staged right here. The wall is labeled with all the various types of roll paper that is used. And these are our double-wide rolls used for 2-across printing. One roll of single-wide paper is equal to 18 boxes of paper. As Larry Durso would say, this is our poor performers rack. Poor performers are brought here and taught a lesson in behaving. No, actually, these tools are used to unpack the rolls to be removed from the skids. Above is the humidity monitor, and we're now set at 67.1 degrees Fahrenheit. Operators have security access from the print area to the roll room through these doors. Over here are our 4 Siemens 2300 printers, printing checks and other materials. The Siemens 2300 printer prints 204 pages per minute with enhanced microtoner, giving us high-quality print. On this end, the roll system stacker fan folds the paper to get it ready for the next step in the process. These consoles are used for the 2300 printers. The PCs are used to balance the check jobs. Mike, who's the operator today, is using this system to balance a Cigna Claims check job. This is our check verification stage. Approximately every 2,000 pages of printing, one check is verified using a check verifier similar to those used at the bank. The bank standards are a microsignal strength between 50 and 200. Our verifier is set to tighten the gap in signal strength to ensure that all our checks will pass the bank verification test. Betty, our operator, demonstrates how the verification process is completed. The Siemens 2240 printer, running single-wide rolls, prints 270 pages per minute, and with 2 across printing, 377 pages per minute. 2 across printing saves our customers 50% on click charges. Click charges are calculated by the foot rather than by the page. Running 2 across creates piles of material which become too heavy to lift. What Boyer is doing here is utilizing the autoloader to load a stack of paper onto a cart, which will then later be used on the Bowie inserter to insert the material. The remote control makes it easier for the operator to control the mechanism while the printer continues to run. No time is lost removing a pile of material. After all 2 across material is completed, a form change is required, or a roll is used up, the roll is removed and changed. Boyer, our operator, will demonstrate how the roll is taken off the machine. This is our Xerox print area. Here, all our cut sheet checks, copies, and statements are printed. On the 9790s, we print at 115 pages per minute simplex and 55 pages per minute duplex. The Xerox 4635 prints 135 pages per minute simplex and 65 pages per minute duplex. This is all micro printing. All checks in this area are also verified every 2,000 pages for micro signal strength. All the material from both print areas is forwarded to the breakdown and distribution area for release to either the inserters, special handling, to the Gunther inserter, or for hand stuffing. A job ticket is created for each distribution of material and sent with the material to its destination to inform the operator how the material is to be mailed, what envelope it uses, what inserts go with it, and if any special mail instructions are required. The inserter operator uses the distribution ticket, which we saw earlier, to determine the correct materials needed from the supply rooms like this. Piles of material are loaded into the FEMA of a Bell & Howell inserter. OCR read marks indicated here are read by the inserter, which groups these pages together, going to the same address, reducing postage costs. The FEMA, equipped with an accumulator mechanism, folds up to 4 pages together to optimize time. Operators run these machines, processing up to 7,000 pages per hour. This station is called the insert table. The mail is pushed into the envelope, sealed, turned over, and metered at either a 1 ounce or 2 ounce rate, depending on the number of inserts in the envelope. The mail is then collected by the operator off of the conveyor belt and placed into mail trays for the next step in processing. Operators use this screen to control the inserter. One of our Bell & Howell inserters has the capability to insert 2 different streams of output into the same envelope. They use match marks similar to read marks. Here, Medicare is being inserted with up to 7 pages of statements and 1 check into one number 10 envelope. The Bowie inserters are used to process the 2 across material in addition to 1 across and sheet feed material. The same OCR read marks are used on the Bell & Howell that are used on the Bowie. The Bowie cycles at 15,000 per hour. Envelopes are pulled into the machine from the right side, and if a bad one is detected, it is dumped in the back without stopping the machine. Here, the envelopes are stuffed and sealed. Exiting from the inserter, the mail is turned over to be metered. The mail is then metered at 1 ounce and fanned for insert problems. Each operator fans the mail to verify that all pieces are being inserted properly. The Bell & Howell Jetstar 3000 is a 112-bin mail sorting machine. This machine sorts mail at 30,000 envelopes per hour. We have an identical machine in the next room, except it only has 80 bins. Between these 2 machines, we process on the average of 350,000 pieces per day. Running 3- and 5-digit sorts enables us to optimize on time and postal discounts. The mail is entering the machine here. The entire address is being read with a multi-line OCR reader. Here, the 11-digit delivery point barcode is being printed, which corresponds to the address. The zip code determines which bin the mail will be sent to by a preset sort plan. If the zip code is wrong, the machine prints the correct zip in the barcode. If the mail piece can't be processed for some reason, the machine rejects the piece. We qualify over 90% of our mail run for the day. The machine processes 9 letters per second. Mail going into each bin have the same first 3 digits of the zip, and the remaining digits are different in a 3-digit sort. In a 5-digit sort, the first 5 digits are the same. The Gunther inserter inserts our flat mail. This mail is inserted into a 10 by 13 envelope. The machine inserts approximately 8,000 pages per hour. This machine also uses OCR read marks. The machine will put up to 180 pages into one envelope. The packages are then taken and metered offline. Christine is metering the output from the Gunther machine. This is our FedEx PowerShip system. It's used to process the many overnight packages sent from Easton daily. The zip sort operators are bringing the mail out to the mail truck, which arrives at Easton 3 times a day. In addition to our mailing services, Easton also does payroll processing, fiche lookup, return mail, technical services, and administration. All of Cigna's payroll is processed from Easton. Unfortunately, only authorized personnel are allowed in the payroll room, so we can only show you the locked door. Here, Jay is looking up microfiche records for the benefits office. After finding the requested page, a copy is printed and sent back to the office. Approximately 700 requests are looked up per week. For all those undelivered pieces of mail, changes of address, or other circumstances, our return mail unit opens return mail from the post office, looks up the correct address, and fixes the record in the Cigna databases. The piece is remailed within 8 days to the corrected address. This unit processes 15,000 corrections per week. Our technical staff creates a smooth transition from the customer's requests to operations environment. This area makes sure customers' output will meet postal regulations, run on our machines properly, and they support both the customers and operations personnel. In the administration area, expenses are forecast and monitored for all of IDS. IDS customers are billed and utilization is reported. Personal records are maintained and metrics are gathered.